Hey guys, this is Nathan down here at the Gold Cove. We're just outside of Detroit in Roseville, Michigan. 2:55 Gratiot heading into the weekend. If you've never been in our store, I encourage you to drop by and visit, unless you're a long ways away. But with your hour or two away, come in and hang out with us. See what we got going on. We'd love to get to meet you and do some business. Today's video, boy, before I get into that, what volatility this week, right? I mean, miserable metals. We're going to call them like miserable metals today. They did start to rebound a little bit, which is just like kind of like a false sense of happiness it gives you if it goes up a little bit. You're like, dude, it's still down $20 silver, or gold's still down, 1,000, whatever it was from the high. And this is where you got to block out all the noise, right? When everybody talks about like, we are running out of silver. We need silver in every application of our life. And now all of a sudden you can read things that says like, they're getting rid of silver. They're not using silver as much as they used to. You just buy it as a form of savings, not the noise, not the hype, none of that. It's savings. And if you're not a saver, don't buy the metal. But the volatility this week, man, and it's almost like a sick game. Like something happens in Iran and it looks ugly and the metal starts shirking down. And then Donald Trump says, oh man, I think we got a deal coming out real soon. Then it goes up. It's just like, it's kind of a joke. It's a joke. And my biggest fear that when this Iran thing gets behind us, that gold and silver will rise a little bit. And then that little bit of momentum will peter out and we could sink further. And so I really don't know where we're going. You still hear people say, oh, we'll be 6,000 by the end of the year, 5,000 on gold by the end of the year. Who knows? You just buy this stuff generationally, right? You buy it for a lifetime. Something comes up in 10 years, you sell a bunch, you dream home, cabin, cottage, medical, whatever the case is, but you just buy it with extra money, lock it away, get rid of the hype, come in and just you're steady stacking. That's what this is for. Not the hype, not to check our phones every few minutes. I'm way off topic here, but what I want to talk about is this scam that's been going around. And I thought it was kind of behind us, right? It was heavy for like, a year ago, 6 months ago, 18 months ago. They're targeting seniors. They're coming in to buy gold. And man, I really don't know how it works. I wish it would target me so I could have some firsthand knowledge. But it seems like somehow they find out, maybe they buy lists or they find out people that have a large amount of money in banks and CDs and just their, maybe even just a 401k or IRAs, and they convince them they need to go buy gold. They have to go buy gold. Maybe they're from the Treasury. Maybe they're from, this isn't real, this is their story. They're from the Treasury. They're from the FBI. They're from the IRS. And you're doomed if you don't take this money out of the bank and get it into gold. And as a matter of fact, you don't want $500,000 worth of gold laying around, do you? So give it to us. We're going to hold it and keep it safe for you. And so I still have seniors, I wouldn't say weekly, but sometimes a couple times a month and definitely monthly. And I really don't have any 30, 40, 50-year-old people, maybe because a lot of them don't have that kind of savings, but they're all like 70 plus. And just the other day, I had a woman come in here and she called first and then she came in here and she wanted to buy, I think it was $700,000 in gold. Is that right, Caleb?
Yeah.
$700,000. Did you talk to her on the phone beforehand or no?
No.
Did I?
I think so.
Okay. And I'm not that great of a businessman when it comes to that. I try to dissuade people. When I hear an old person on the phone I don't recognize and they want to buy $500,000 or $300,000, $400,000, $800,000 worth of gold, right away I start asking them, like, have you ever bought gold before? Is somebody telling you that you should buy gold? And definitely not a way to close a deal and make a sale, but I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not going to make a fortune on just, ordering a little bit of gold. And for me to be involved in a scam, if I can help push them away from it, I'm not really involved, but kind of, I'd rather just figure out a way out for them. And so I think people leave here angry with me, because they'll be adamant. I'll be like, hey, did you talk to an IRS agent, a Treasury agent, a this or that? Why are you buying gold? Have you ever bought gold before? Why do you want to buy gold? Does your family know what you're doing? And by the time I'm done with them, they're mad and I've violated their privacy rights, not for real, but in their mind. And I'll say, you know what, that particular lady that had $700,000, $800,000 or $700,000, she's like, well, my son's telling me to buy it. I said, good, have him call me. And she's like, okay, maybe I can do that. And I never saw her again, never heard from her again. I did read her this letter that I'm going to read to you. Had a lady call me last year. She sent me this. I've talked about this topic before, and I might even read this letter before, but this was October of last year. She sent this. It says, thank you so much for helping me save my investments from being scammed early November. This was 12/1. So, okay, that makes sense. So she sent this in December. She said, early November, I had called to buy gold, and you asked me some simple questions. Are you being pressured into buying gold? She says, you're an angel from God who asked simple questions, and it saved my investments from being scammed. May God bless you. Merry Christmas. But this is just a lady I never met, talked to her on the phone. I remember the call. I spent 10, 15 minutes with her on the phone, just, she was a grandmother type, and we love grandmothers, but I could tell she was pretty old and wanted to buy gold. And it's just odd. I know that scam. I don't got a bunch of first-time gold buyers spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for real. It's always going to be that scam. And then sometime last year, I don't remember when it was, Caleb. Do you remember? Was it in the summer the FBI guy crashed the store?
I would say maybe last spring.
I've even put calls into the FBI, and I just get like I'll start here, and then it'll send me to Oklahoma or something like. I never get anybody for real. It was just one time I tried real hard. I never got anybody for real, but somebody last year, an FBI local guy, blacked out his name. A local guy stopped in the shop just to talk to us, ask us about. I think it was just random. Like he didn't know anything about us. It was just random. You're going to have to black that out. Right. It was just random, and he stopped in, talked about the scam, and we told him, yeah, we've had some experience with that. We actually had a woman one time buy hundreds of thousands of dollars in gold after I educated her, after I made her sign something, and she was taken advantage of and handed it off to a stranger in a parking lot. It used to be that only gold bars. They would call, and that was part of the, I'd put the pieces together, like they only want gold bars. And they would I'd say, well, okay, I got gold eagles. And I would be kind of testing it after I got to know the scam. And they'll know only gold bars. Now they seem to don't care. And I think it was the gold bars because they were worried about like counterfeiting rules and just having a heavier weight of governments come down on them. Maybe they were less likely, if they ever did get caught, to really get the hammer dropped by not going with like official government coins. But probably the scam has worked so well for them, and there's been no consequences. They don't care. Give me an eagle, give me Krugrands, whatever you got. They don't care. And so if you're a dealer, make sure you dig in on that. I talked to a dealer peer of mine. Shouldn't say friend because we've never hung out. A peer, and I said, well, how do you handle that? He goes, they give me a cashier's check, I hold it, and I give them the gold. I go, yeah, but don't you? He goes, it's not my business. And I just thought that was a terrible way to handle it. Very cold and callous, and we want to, just as a normal good citizen in our planet, I mean, we want to help protect people that need protection, right? And so if you're a dealer or you've heard of this, you know people, you're well connected, spend some time. If you're a dealer, make sure that they're not buying it from you. You're educating them, and I try not even let them go to the next place, right? I've even called before. I said, hey, so-and-so, I had a lady in here. She might come to your place next. I'm pretty 98% sure she's getting scammed. Don't let her buy it from you until you feel it out all the way. Or if you have elderly parents or grandparents that have $500,000, $1 million laying around, bring it up to them. Take some time. Say, hey, I saw this video, or hey, I read about this thing going on. This is not new. This has been going on for a good couple of years. And it kind of died down. I feel like it died down a little bit. And in the last month or 6 weeks, we've really started getting, maybe 2 months, we've started getting a lot more calls again. And so I think that's all I got. That might be a wrap for today. Guys, listen, we're heading into the weekend. Great weather here in Michigan. It's been a little bit, we've had rain, but we need rain, growing season. If you get a chance, get out, do something fun, breathe some fresh air, buy gold and silver, sell gold and silver. I don't know, whatever your thing is, but thanks for watching. Comment in there if you have had experience or you know of somebody that has gotten scammed by this, or you've gotten called with this kind of solicitation, or if you're a dealer, have you seen this? Go ahead and leave a comment on what you've either read about this scam, experienced with this scam, or what you think about this scam. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Make it happen.
Thank you guys for watching our videos, subscribing to the channel, and liking our content. We are truly enjoying this journey on YouTube with all of you, and I hope you guys are as well. Be sure to be subscribed to the channel and notified on all of our content. And most importantly, buy precious metals, and don't forget to check out Cameron's whatnot called Gold Cove Cam on there. Things are going way too cheap. It's exciting. It's fun. I'm on there. Pops is on there. Cams is on there. And yeah, don't forget to, throw in some suggestions in the comments down below of what you want to see. Or if you want to be on film, please also let us know. Take care, everyone. We appreciate y'all. Have a great day.